welcome to Kids These Days. I'm Anu and I will be your host for today's show. We have many acts planned for you, so stick around. Some performances include music, skits, and even improv games. To start us off, we'll have Maddie and Izzy playing the banjo and fiddle. Take it away.
She loves me, she's as sweet can be. She's got eyes of baby blue, makes my gunshot bold and true. Going down to Cripple Creek, going on a run, going down to Cripple Creek, have some fun. Going down to Cripple Creek, going on a whirl, going down to Cripple Creek, see my girl. Cripple Creek's deep, oh, where to Cripple Creek when I sleep. Roll my pants up to my knees, oh, where to Cripple Creek when I please. Going down to Cripple Creek, going on a run, going down to Cripple Creek, have some fun. Going down to Cripple Creek, going on a whirl, going down to Cripple Creek, see my girl.
Thank you, Izzy and Maddie. Now we have a PSA. Now we have an interview with a very special guest. Sardwan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Sardwan, and I go to BHS. I'm 15, and I'm in 10th grade. I write a lot, and I also like to do things in the arts.
So, what was your previous experience in middle school like?
My experience in middle school was very interesting. It was a lot of work. They would give us a lot of busy work that didn't really teach us that much. We just had to do lots of practice. And then there was a lot of, I would say, outside of middle school stuff that happened, drama and stuff like that made the stakes higher than they needed to be.
If you had a second chance to go through middle school, what would you have done differently?
I think I would have worried less. I worried a lot in middle school because I was like, well, if I do this wrong and this wrong, like it's gonna mess up like everything that happens to me in high school, and like I really took all my grades and stuff seriously. I think you should take your grades seriously in middle school, but I also think that you should like remember that it only like how you do in middle school, mostly 8th grade is when it starts to affect your like high school life. Like if you do really good in 8th grade, like you will be set up for success in high school.
If you could outlaw any rule in school, what would it be?
I would outlaw maybe like that tardies add up to absences. I think that's ridiculous. Like some people just like can't get to school on time every single day because the like outside factors that they can't control, and like it's like kind of unfair.
One final question. What advice do you have for middle schoolers?
My advice is to like kind of like I would say like branch out and meet as many people as you can, but don't let what like new people that you meet say that if it's negative, don't let that like affect you in a bad way, because like you won't remember this in a couple of years. You just need to like utilize every opportunity you can. Like if there's a new club, join it. If there's like a after school program, do it.
Thank you, Sarduan. Now we have a viola performance by Justin. That was fantastic. Now we have an ad break, so don't go anywhere.
My name is Alicia, and my name is Amaris. We found out about animals, so we decided to create the public service announcement to encourage the president to adopt animal consultants rather than buy them from other places. People for the best of animal shelters and not buy animal shelters. Did you know 2.7 million animals die yearly in shelters in the United States? Yeah, cats are euthanized more than dogs because cats are likelier to enter the circle of our owner. Around 3.9 million dogs are abandoned or given to slaves in the US. 670,000 dogs die every year in the U.S. because they never get adopted. This is very sad. Dogs and cats are mostly abandoned because some owners involve their house plus apartment, or the owner doesn't want to take care of the animal anymore. Many owners abuse their pets as well. Some animal dogs die from abuse or neglect each year in the U.S. This is successful campers, and if you're interested in adopting an animal from your local shelter, you can visit the NSPCA or Nature Memorial at www.nspca.org. And thanks for listening.
And now we have an improv game called the Bell Game. In this game, Catherine and Laith will be doing an improv scene, but if the bell gets rung, they'll have to change what they just said into something completely different. Take it away.
Hello everyone, and first of all, we'll start off by asking the audience for a hobby. Now, will anyone be willing to volunteer? Anyone? Can't see. Yes, you in the back.
Dancing.
Well, we'll start off with dancing. Well, so I was just walking down the street someday and I saw a dancing studio, and I thought it'd be a great place because my cat and I have been really into it lately.
That is awesome. I just have one thing to tell you. You see, there's this other dance studio down the street, and they're also really good, but they only allow dogs. They only allow bigger cats. they only allow fish. And you see, the fish that there are super good and they would be really beneficial for you, but your cat, I don't know.
My cat's fancy. It's a tuxedo cat. It's a orange tabby. It's a Siamese cat. It's a bobcat.
That's great and all, except, you know, cats eat fish. Just saying.
Maybe they will outskill the fish. Maybe they'll submit themselves to the fish. Maybe they will leave the fish alone.
I don't think that's happening. I've seen your cat. You realize I've seen your cat before. It ate 5 fish in under 10 seconds. I don't know how that's possible.
That's because it was stuck in a dragon's dungeon and I couldn't find food. That's because it lost all the cans of cat food. That's because it was running down the street because it was scared because it was being chased by a fish.
You mean my fish? My fish does have a really liking for cats. It's very delicious, which is why I'm scared for your cat.
Is your fish a genetic mutation due to radioactive waste?
Yeah, kind of. It's a long story. It's a long story. It's not really that long of a story. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like telling you.
Well, why not?
Because gatekeeping.
What does that have to do? Is your fish a royal guard?
Okay, so basically, your cat does not like my fish, so we can't be friends. Goodbye. Oh, wait.
Whoa, that was awesome. Now we have a quick break.
Over the years, climate change has been affecting our planet. So many things have happened. Like in the 1800s, climate change has had a big impact on not just the US, but the entire planet as a whole. Would you believe in the past 32 years, the temperature has risen 49%? To add on, in the past 45 years, ice covering the Atlantic has shrunk 40%. There are multiple organizations that fight against climate change, such as Save Our Winters, who are snowboarders that couldn't snowboard because of the lack of snow. This has all happened because of climate change. You can help prevent this from happening by taking bikes or walking to locations you need to go. You can also help by using less fossil fuels, such as coal, natural gases, and oil.
Next up, we have a reenactment of the second prophecy from Wings of Fire. This act will be performed by Haley. Go ahead, Haley.
Hi, I'm Moist, and welcome to my play. There's a continent called Pyria. Dragons receive prophecies on Pyria, and I recite one of them. Beware the darkness of dragons. Beware the stalker of dreams. Beware the talons of power and fire. Beware one who's not what she seems. Something is coming to shake the earth. Something is coming to scorch the ground. Jade Mountain will fall beneath thunder and ice, unless the lost city of night can be found.
That was a great skit by Haley. Now we have a quick ad break.
I'm sure glad my great-grandpa made this base.
Nuclear attacks are dangerous. According to the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, the Earth is on brink of atomic disasters. Radiation from the nuclear attacks is dangerous to humans, and the climate thermal flashes can ignite fires. The explosion can be devastating, destroying everything up to within a 6-kilometer radius.
My great-grandpa passed down generations of facts about nuclear fallout shelters.
The nuclear fallout shelters can protect from the most harmful effects of nuclear explosions. How to find a fallout shelter near you, you go to fallout50.com/fallout-shelter-list/Boston/.
Now I'm interviewing Olivia, a 6th grader from Pierce. Hi, Olivia. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So, has anything interesting been happening these past few weeks?
Well, yes, actually. Brookline is millions of dollars in debt. And that's sad for the rest of us.
And why is that sad?
Well, you see, my school is in a budget freeze, so they are cutting so many of the great things that make the kids happy. But they didn't cut science, social studies, English, or math.
I also hear there's been a renovation going on in the actual Pierce building. Do you want to talk to us about that?
Sure, yes, there actually has been a renovation going on. I'm really excited for the kids who get to go to the new school when it's finished in a couple of years, but that sucks for the rest of us because we have to be dumped at other schools for the rest of middle school.
Oh, by the way, what happened to your leg there?
Oh, yeah, it's really a long story, but if you must know, it was a dark and stormy night. I was walking home innocently from school, and it attacked me. Huge yellow eyes, big green teeth, huge blue ears, and a gigantic forehead with no hairline. It was a Lucas. It leaped onto me. It went for my leg. You see, it broke in many places. Very traumatic experience. When I went to the doctor, it had said it was the worst case yet.
Crazy story. Is there anything else happening at Pierce?
No.
Well, thank you for joining us, Olivia. We're so happy that everyone came to see these talented people and their performances. That's all for kids these days. Bye.